Fans of Bluey, who has her own TV series, now have some help in making a drawing that looks just like her. Her shapes are pretty simple, but it does help to see what order to draw them in, which I am more than happy to share in this video. Hi, my name's Kathy, and I've been teaching kids how to draw for over 20 years now. You know, my favorite thing to do is to show students that when you take things one step at a time, learning how to draw just might be easier than you think. Here are the supplies you need to make this drawing. Just a pencil, black marker, crayons, and drawing paper. There's also a link to a step-by-step tutorial that you can download in the description below. I do like to work with center pencil guidelines on my paper, but you can also just fold and crease your paper in half too to make some lines to follow. Step number 1. The very first thing to draw is this rounded rectangle shape that makes up most of Blue's body. I'm going to draw some marks so that I have it the right size, and then connect them with rounded corners. Step number 2. This mouth shape comes next. It's kind of like a nose that turns into a smile. I'm going to make a mark of where to start and finish it, and then connect the two dots together. Step number 3. This is pretty easy. It's just adding a triangle shape inside that nose. And when you're done, add a little oval shape for the white highlight. Now it's time to add Blue's eyes. And the one on the left is large with a little oval shape inside. And then the one on the right just shows a little bit above and to the side of that nose. Step number 4. Now we can add a few fur lines, and there's one that goes from the nose down to the mouth, and one that goes above the eyes shapes, and one below. Step number 5. Now we can draw her brows and ears behind them in one step. Just draw that oval shape for the eyebrow, and then the kind of pointy ear shape that goes behind it. When you're done with one, then do the same on the other side. Step number 6. Now we can draw Blue's arm that begins in the middle of her body and extends a little bit below the bottom edge. Draw it with those fingers and the line back up, and when you're done, be sure to erase any line that's inside. Now we need to add a belly line and a few half circles off to the side for spots on her back. Step number 7. We need to add 2 legs below her body, and they're pretty easy. Just draw the straight sides and the curved bottom and the toe lines inside, and then the little curve that looks like she's wearing socks or something. Step number 8. The only thing left to draw now is Blue's tail, which is slightly curved and has some bumps on the end and a curved line inside so that it can be filled with 2 different colors. Alright, it looks like our drawing of Blue is done, so now it's time to get out that black marker and start carefully tracing all of those pencil lines. And when the tracing is done, I do recommend taking a minute to erase any extra pencil lines that are still showing. The best way to color in Blue's eyes and her nose are to use that black marker. The rest of the nose on Blue's face is colored in a light brown, as well as the inside of her ears. Her ears and spots are a dark blue. Most of the body is a light blue color, so I'm going to use a light blue crayon and press pretty hard. Then to get that light blue for the belly and the paws and the feet, I'm going to just use the same crayon and press lightly to get a lighter color. I do always recommend coloring in the background too, because it just makes your picture extra colorful. Okay then, here is my finished Bluey drawing. I hope you like how yours turned out too. At Art Projects for Kids, you'll find many more lessons that over the years have taught millions of kids how to draw. That includes characters like Garfield and Joy from the movie Inside Out. Thanks so much for joining me today, and if you're watching this on YouTube, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel so you can get notified as soon as I post a new tutorial.